So, with the lunch hour ending, people making their way back to their respective floors, we're gonna pick up with Kant.
Right, so lunch hour is over. So, does he have time to continue scheming?
I mean, realistically, how much of a customer service manager, how much brain space does that take, realistically?
Well, it's not that it takes brain space, it means he needs to be other places to do things, not at his desk.
That is a little bit harder to come by, because you are expected to...
to be there.
Yes.
Work, do your job.
My job is making sure other people are doing their job, okay? I don't answer the phone.
Except for escalated situations, which means somebody messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I'm kind of locked to desk right now. The current plan, I suppose, is, go back to work, but only be kind of half doing my work. Customer support, I wouldn't really have access to employee kind of like information. No.
Not...
Excuse me.
Okay. Yes and no. You wouldn't have employee information for a vast majority of the company. Those directly underneath you would have. You would obviously have peer performance reviews. You would have any sort of... You would have call escalation logs to allow you to see who would be escalating the most calls to you. You would also probably have any sort of... Oh, what is the word I'm looking for? Behavioral reports? I can't say that word this morning. Basically, people that are getting in trouble. Disciplinary reports. Yeah. There we go. I could not think of the word disciplinary. Hey.
Yeah, early day. Right. So I could throw my own people under the bus to get what I need done, but do I want to throw them under the bus? Because that's going to draw attention to my little department, and thus, by extension, me.
Also, give me a perception check. Because
Sure.
I feel like this is going to be relevant.
When you say throw your people under the bus, which people are you referring to?
My employees.
Okay.
I'm not your employee, right?
No.
You're illegal. You are nowhere near.
Poor customer support reps probably getting paid minimum wage under the bus.
So with three successes, I had mentioned that security was increased. Well, let's just say a different security guard passes by your office door every 15 minutes. We're talking... I feel like that is pertinent, just so you know the exact level of increased security we're talking about here. It would be something, obviously, that you've noticed throughout the day, but maybe just haven't taken notice that it's different security guards every time. They're not necessarily looking in at you or anything, obviously they're heads on a swivel, as it were, but they're not like directly looking at you for anything. Or at least that you can tell.
I have an idea, but I need to be not in my office, and I need to be around the people I walk on. So, shit. How do I?
While you give that a little
give me
bit
a
of
moment to scheme.
Maven. So, while you're kind of half wandering about, pushing a mop, broom, whatever.
I'm working. I sweep the floor.
Is there anything specifically you want to take care of personally before we go off on a tangent about what the rest of the day looks like for you? Because obviously,
it's pretty monotonous. The rest
well,
of the
that
day.
and you're simultaneously going through somebody else's day, so to speak.
Oh, that. Yeah. Well, since security has been bumped up quite high, there's probably a lot more security guards around here.
Oh, yes. That for you has a lot more consequences rather than Kant, who's just occasionally, well, every 15 minutes having to see some security guard walk by. It almost seems like every corner you turn, there's a security guard. Not watching you with intent, but you specifically are being watched. But as you cross by, let's say, another maintenance person who is changing the garbage bags, you see that they are under similar scrutiny. It
Right,
does
just-
seem to be like, they're expecting somebody with a lot of keys.
That's
to-
that's a fair assumption. So yes, now Maven has a lot more eyes on him, on his cover, I should say. Okay, I was going to try and use these added eyes to my advantage, looking for not one of the standing security guards, one of the roaming security guards, and get my favorite ability on him going. Hopefully he goes up to a high security level, you know?
Okay, so that being stated, can you do that to multiple people at the same time? Or are you going to?
Yes, because the way it works is I touch the person and activate the ability, and then essentially nothing happens. Later in the day, I touch them again and download all the information.
You have to initiate a second touch upon this Chiron individual.
Yeah.
And it only lasts for a day?
It lasts for up to my primum in scenes. But it doesn't say anything about like timing out, so I assume I have whenever I touch them again.
Okay. So, roaming security guard, go ahead and give me the roll for that.
Alright, let's see, I got it. Oh, where did it go?
You know, if you had your page 2 set up, you could just click it.
I do.
Okay, good.
I had to find it.
I
I have quite a few in there, so 4 successes.
4 successes. Excellent. All right. So with those 2 things planted, getting the security guard, finding them again, will be significantly easier than finding the Chiron individual.
I just have to keep an eye out in the lunch area.
So, with that little bit done, easy.
Easy.
I don't know.
Actually, how do you pronounce the full name? You don't know?
There's
your
a
name.
reason why. There's a reason why I wanted to make it small.
Okay, Izzy it is then.
Yes.
So, Izzy,
Mm.
How does your day look after returning from lunch, going back to being a legal aid, as it were?
Oh, you know, a lot of filing, a lot of coffee getting, a lot of clicking and phones ringing. I did want to see during a lull in my desk work. There isn't a way for companies to see what you're doing on a computer, right?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Oh,
Absolutely. Is.
Yes.
oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's what they're doing.
Give me... Okay, this is something that, give me intelligence plus computers.
How's your computer stat?
I think I did take a point of it. Hold on, I have to pull up my thingy. Okay. Let's see, what do I got? Ah, yes, I have a point. I know how to turn it on. Okay, so it's computer plus what? Intelligence?
Yes.
What did I get?
1 success.
Woo!
So, before you do anything, you do pull up the task manager, you make sure to run it, do what you need to do to see all the different processes. There are several, they're specifically keyloggers, which basically means there are programs on the computer to track your what you type in on the keyboard.
Well then.
Especially in the legal department. It could be different on other floors, but in the legal department, yeah, they're keeping kind of a tight rein.
Do I work like in a cubicle or do I sit near?
This is legal department. Everybody has their own office.
Oh, I have an office.
Yeah, it's legal. They
Are you
realize
a
you might be
lawyer?
looking at somewhat confidential information, so you have an office rather than having somebody be able to walk in.
It's a broom closet.
Yeah, your office is not the best. It's not like,
At the corner office.
yeah, it's not like the senior partner's office.
Probably no windows. You like have the center of the room closet office.
Broom closet. Okay, I'm trying to think. I can't, because I was thinking, obviously off. Not offline, what's the term? Not in character. I was thinking, oh, maybe I could like look up any of the night people, because when they take our information, they take like our picture and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was thinking, oh, maybe I could look into the night crew and see if I can recognize anybody's like profile, but then they're gonna be like, oh, why are you looking up the night crew?
Well, also, you wouldn't necessarily have access to that type of records. That would be more something maybe Praxis has access to because he's part of HR. You wouldn't necessarily have access to that in legal. However, it would be at this point that the internal office line rings.
Oh no, phone call.
Oh. Go for Iz.
Wrong name.
Here we go again.
My bad.
Here we go again.
I
Give me a
just can't.
compromise roll.
I just can't. Oh my god. Can I just... I want to quit. I get it. God. I just can't. It's too early, guys. I just.
What's,
Alright, what is it?
hold on. What is the button?
Wits manipulation with a modifier based on cover.
Plus manipulation.
Cover is 10, so plus 2.
Just so everybody knows, I just clipped that.
Where the heck is manipulation?
That's on your social attribute.
Oh, there it is. Derp. Okay.
I just clipped that, so that's going up as a blooper.
And then plus what?
Plus 2 for 10 cover.
You're fine.
Gopher, is that what I think it is? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I saw a giant spider. How can I help you?
You might need to get maintenance up here to check that out, if there is a spider. This is Curtis Rivera. If you could, please stop by my office.
Okay. I'll be there in a moment. Curtis. Sorry, I'm typing it.
Curtis Rivera. You know him specifically as the senior legal partner.
Senior legal partner. Giant kiss butt. To get to that kind of position, yeah, you're gonna have to kiss butt. Alright.
Legally kiss butt.
With permission. Written permission. Okay, I go to Curtis's, Mr. Rivera's office. Where is his office?
Well, it is very much a corner office. You guys are on one of the higher floors. He's got very large windows that look out on both sides. He has a spectacular view of the city. He's kind of sitting at a rather large desk, and as you come in, he gestures for you to take one of the chairs in front of his desk.
Okay, I take a sit. I pretend to look nervous.
So, you've been here for what? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Something like that?
Yes, roughly.
How are you liking it here?
It's good. It pays the bills. The office is nice. Food's great. I think I went out with the department for some drinks a few nights ago. So it's pretty good. Yeah. Am I in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble. I do like to take a moment now and then to get a feel for all the new hires that I bring in. Since I wasn't necessarily part of the hiring process, I tend to be a little bit on the busier side. I like to get a feel for your thoughts on the company, your thoughts on the department. Just get a feel. Give me a wits plus empathy roll.
Am I rolling for what exactly, though? Because I'm not really lying or anything, so...
No, this isn't about lying. This is,
You're reading him.
Yeah.
Ah.
As he's reading you, because it's very clear he's reading you, so it seems appropriate that you would probably want to get a read on him.
I got 1 success.
Alright, so with that 1 success, there is a certain contortion on his face when he mentions the company. It definitely seems like out of the things he's asking about, he wants your opinion specifically on the company.
Yeah, so I've worked in this industry for a while now, and it's only been a few weeks, but so far everything's kind of by the books. I It's not very, it's pressure, but the normal amount. You come in, do your job, and
When you
that's
say
what
by the books, he noticeably has a micro expression of a frown.
Mm. And everything here is pretty up to your normal standards.
Another micro expression of a frown.
I didn't actually get to speak with you at all. I know that you're busy, but how long? You've been here for quite a while too, right?
Well, I know he is, when he says this, it is very clear that he is quite young. For being a senior partner, he's probably only mid to late 30s. So that does ring out as very, very surprising.
Kisses.
I mean, I've worked at this company about 5 years now. I haven't been here all that long, and I'm also quite young to be classified as a senior partner. But what exactly do you want to know, since you're asking that question?
Well, I was just making conversation. You asked me what I thought about the company. I just wanted to ask in return, just making small talk. You've been here for about 5 years. I didn't know that. I figured this is also a friendly conversation.
I guess it is somewhat of a friendly conversation. I just wanted to get your take on things.
But yeah, well then that's my take on it. Everybody just does their job. I haven't heard any gossiping. I haven't felt any kind of what's the word? The legal term. When bosses favor employees or anything like that.
Nepotism.
Yeah, I haven't.
Kind of. Favoritism.
Favoritism, nepotism. I haven't felt that with any of the higher ups or anything like that. So, yeah, I think this is a pretty good job, a good standing company, and I hope I will see you for the next 5 years as well.
This time it's not even a micro expression. He does seem displeased with the answer. He goes, well...
Is there something weighing on your mind? You look a little...
He pauses and
Is there-
thinks for a moment before he responds.
Can I roll a persuasion?
Yeah, you're gonna... I would need something here.
Okay. What would it be? Manipulation?
Yes. Manipulation,
Persuasion.
Let's see. Oh, give me one moment. I need to clear out this thing. Empathy. Okay. So it's manipulation plus persuasion. Okay. And... Oops. Not initiative.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. I saw 16. Oh, that's initiative.
Sorry. Don't worry, guys. This is...
And she's fighting him.
There we go. I mean, 3 successes
You
is still
lost
not bad. He pauses and thinks, and he goes, you know what?
It's drinking water, too.
What I'll do here is I won't answer your question. However, I'm currently working on this case. And he gets up and he pulls out a file. And he browses through it real quickly. He goes, I'm currently working on this case. It's one of the bigger cases. I'll bring you on to this case. I could use, actually, a legal aid to go through this case. And we'll see if your thoughts change.
I'm assuming he hands me the
Yeah.
file. Okay, so get the file. I kind of sit back, cross my leg, and kind of, skim through it.
It's gonna take you more than 5 minutes to skim or to go through that.
Well, I'm not exactly looking like I'm just skimming through it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm legit just like quick glance.
Keywords.
Yeah, and then I kind of close it. What I think it's interesting though is I'm up for a task, a challenge. I'm just wondering what this case is connected to what I personally think about how the company is ran. How are the two connected?
There is a small smirk that comes across his mouth. Once you actually dig into that case, come talk to me and we'll see if it's changed your opinion any.
And then-
Obviously, that doesn't leave this office.
It goes, I'm safe to assume that whatever we talk about, especially in regards to this case, stays with me and with me alone. And then I stand up. Do you just want me to get started on it now, or?
Absolutely. I will let everybody know that you're not fetching anybody coffee. You're working specifically on this case.
Excellent. And as I kind of make my way to the door, oh, and the security on the computers, very nice touch, though it was a little not offensive, just like, okay, privacy.
Company policy, every computer in this building has the same software. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know how the other companies handle it, but everything underneath the DevaCorp umbrella has that same software.
However, it wasn't there prior to just a few days ago.
No, it's always been on there.
Okay, if you say so. I will see. I'll call you when I'm ready to reconvene on the case. And I make my way out.
As soon as you get ready to leave, his phone starts ringing, and he doesn't say goodbye or anything. He goes and answers that phone call. As you get back to your
door
office,
and I try to listen.
oh, you gonna be that person?
Yes, I need some gossip. What is he talking about? Is anything good? I think I have really good hearing too.
Imagining her with her ear to the door, 5 cameras on her, and a security guard staring at her.
Yeah, there are security guards on your floor too, just so you know.
Yeah, but they're the day ones. They don't care.
Do you care?
They don't care. It's the night ones that know Krav Maga and apparently know how to dissect an eyeball. Okay? These day ones don't care. They're wearing headphones and just,
So, I'm assuming you're heading back to your office and actually looking through this file.
Fine.
Word.
So, a quick glance of this file. Not, unless you want to do more of an in-depth thing.
right now.
Yeah, since you have the rest of your day for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dive right in.
Investigation plus intelligence.
Dun 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 dun. I need like a montage song or something. Investigation plus what?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
My smartsies. Okay. What?
And this is all you really need, though. So, now, needless to say, this file that was given to you is massive.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about this thick.
Woo! Somebody
A lot
did
of reading.
stuff. A lot of illegal stuff.
Lot of legal terminology.
Oh, you gotta read those legal sentences. Paragraphs that go nowhere.
Yeah.
So,
To the section to a.
okay, so what this... We'll start with the base thing. The base thing was one of the people that was terminated most recently from the cleaning of house. Seems to have filed a lawsuit for wrongful termination. Now,
Okay.
obviously looking into this, they have to look at everybody that was fired as well, because, if one person's suing, it could come up again.
Mm-hmm.
So, it starts off as something that is very, very simple. This seems like an open and shut thing. It looks like that the company plans on...
Hush money.
Yes, essentially.
Settling. Yeah.
Yes, settle.
The settlement. Okay, yeah, sure.
So, obviously that makes you think, okay, then what's the big deal? It seems like this case is already finished. They're just going to settle. However, it looks like a lot of Blackfire security was also let go. Which then brings up several different investigations that were done off the books by Rivera himself. Several different war crimes committed by Blackfire.
Oh.
As well as connections to weaponry by the name of this company correctly. Ganaducci Armaments. With connections in research and development by Chiron. Saw a couple of kidnap reports that connect straight to Luminous Labs. Basically, it becomes very clear that this legal file is not something that the company is keeping. This seems almost... I'm going to use a journalist term here. This particular file just seems to be a hit piece, almost. A lot of it is undocumented, at least everything that you can see in your, systems. Obviously, the main case is documented. As stated, it's open and shut. Settle and just get the person to shut up. Everything else, though, seems to be personal. It seems like Rivera has a bone to pick, and has been digging a lot harder than the company knows and the company would ever want.
So it's looking like
One thing's for certain.
A revenge?
You can't 100% say revenge. But that could be something.
It's just an idea.
Yeah, it's just an idea. One huge thing that you can see is there's definitely a reason why this guy is only 30 and a senior partner. He's damn good at finding everything.
So definitely somebody I need to be on their good side. Okay. This guy knows how to do his research. Definitely gonna have to be careful with that. Okay. So it looks like this might be a revenge story. Where he's looking... What is he wanting? He found a lot of stuff, but why pin him? Unless he knows something that he's not supposed to.
Well, I mean, generally when you find out, you're not really generally supposed to know about war crimes. I would say he definitely knows stuff he isn't supposed to.
Well, my character was inner monologue. But thank you for correcting me, I guess.
Clarify.
Yeah, clarifying, sure. Yeah, well, now I lost my spot. Okay, well, I guess I'll just continue reading on, trying to find any not hidden, reading between the lines. There we go. Because this file has all of his legal stuff. But I want to find out more about this guy's personal life too. I need to find out, did they know each other before getting hired on? Was he hired on before him, after him? Rivera. And what exactly... So, what's the guy's name, by the way? The guy that's doing the company.
Give me
Name generator.
Yep, name generator coming up.
Oh, sorry. Is it even important?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
Employee number.
Yeah.
NPC number 2. Okay.
Yeah. It's less about the individual, and you can very clearly tell. I mean, as stated, he is handing you a case file that is essentially closed, but it's very. With that being said, and with his very pointed comments about, we'll see how you feel about the company after working on this case. He wants you, he's not really asking you to look at the case in of itself. He's asking you to look at all this stuff.
Yeah. Because he definitely winced. Again, inner monologue. He looked concerned. Like he didn't believe when I said that the company was by the books. He's given me an easy, closed shut case. What exactly does he want me to find? He wants me to find something. And it's not this guy.
At this point, is there anything else anybody wants to do during this workday, or should we call a close to this workday and have your reconvene? Because it feels like everybody here has a bit of information that they can divulge to each other and share.
Yeah, my my plan is not gonna be happening in this current day. So,
Maven?
For the two that I have recorder on, I would need to touch them again if I want to stop it early, or I'd let it run until the next day. And so,
Yeah, finding that Chiron. Okay, here. This is the time that I wish fortune rolls were a thing in.
what, can't I just
I'll roll a fortune die here.
Okay. Did I win?
That is, if we're talking Blades in the Dark, that's success with a complication.
This isn't Blades in the Dark.
However, using that same mentality, that means you're not going to find him today. It's just not possible. You would probably be able to find that security guard again. But yeah, that Chiron individual is essentially in the wind, to the best of your knowledge.
That's fine. This isn't the kind of ability that, if I need information now immediately, that's not this kind of ability.
Yeah.
This is a long game ability.
So, everybody reconvening. Praxis is not, however. They are not here. So where would you all want to meet?
Somewhere unconspicuous.
Inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Not a local bar, maybe a bar a little bit out of town. Or an apartment.
Ooh, let's
I
go
don't know.
get some curry.
Curry.
Bar/curry
And some
shop.
naan bread. Yeah, some pita bread. Yeah. Sorry, the body's craving it. And I'm leaning into it. So, yeah. Hey, this human food is pretty good, you know. It's just I've grown to like it.
Yeah, you've only had it for how long have you been here?
You don't need to know, and I don't need to know. Anyway, curry. Let's go get some curry. Yeah.
So, having sat down, information begins to exchange hands. Obviously, with photographic eidetic memories, all information gets shared at this point unless somebody wants to hold something back. So, with that, Kant and Maven get the full details of what was in that file.
Ooh. This guy's good.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if he hasn't already, he, get all of our background information too.
which makes him dangerous.
Yeah.
And also very useful.
Yeah. I have to make sure that
You need to walk a fine line with this guy.
I have to
Preferably the
really
friendly.
make him. Yeah, I have to make him believe that I'm on his side, if that's what he's looking for. Because I don't even know why he chose me. And well, I'm a newly hired person, and I know that he's obviously one of the big bosses, so it's easier to manipulate a newly hired person because obviously I don't want to get fired. He can
So-
easily get me out the door.
Yeah, so he's either using you and going to throw you under the bus when the time comes,
Yeah.
or he genuinely believes he's the nice guy and he's trying to fix your naivete, perhaps? Because he doesn't look like he needs your help.
At least when it comes to finding information. But the corporation is a bit harder to find information. Because if he's trying to, maybe he's not actually trying to win this case. Maybe he's trying to dig into information to go against the company.
Which company?
Oh, that's a good question. Which one?
That is a very good question, because he does seem to, almost every corporation in that building, he's finding a web, essentially.
Who owns the building?
Devacorp
Devacorp.
owns
What's he got on Devacorp?
Well, that's where the main thing comes from, is a lot of what he has currently is Devacorp's connections to these other companies and these other companies' specific crimes. As for Devacorp, mostly what he has is in connection with subsidiaries. Devacorp is a somewhat umbrella. It doesn't do much in of itself. Its subsidiaries do a lot, such as Luminous Labs. Devacorp directly owns that, despite it being a separate quote-unquote company. It receives its only direction from Devacorp. It doesn't necessarily have an internal structure. It's kind of like how, when you actually look at it, Coca-Cola owns like 50% of like owns most of McDonald's, owns most of this company, owns most of that company. It's that type of situation. So as stated, specifically Luminous Labs, I had mentioned kidnappings. There's also a lot of smuggling.
Weapons.
From butterfly cryptozoology, mostly animal smuggling. Quote-unquote animal smuggling.
That explains the moth people.
Kant seems to be having a headache. Or a seizure.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, yeah, dangerous asset. Either need to get him under control or get rid of him.
Listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. As always, comments are welcome. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, what does one do if the slaver is the key to one's survival?